Hello guys, just a quickie, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench. Let's talk Mustangs. So, basically, Tamiya brought this kit out, as you all know, and I reviewed it and everything, and was really pleased. I've now got, I think, 5 of them, and it's one of my favourite kits of all time. It's the Tamiya Ford Mustang GT4, as you can see, racing all over the world. It's getting quiet now because, you know, obviously time has moved on and things have got better and better. So we're looking forward now to 2024. We will have a Ford Mustang GT3. Please, Tamiya, please, yes, can we have one in 24th scale with complete interior detail, so space frame and everything. Anyway, so the Ford Mustang GT4, beautiful car, as you know, a big Mustang fan. I've got one myself and I love them to bits. And that one there, I am actually building and I am videoing it, but I'm telling you now, I've been working on it for over a year. So, and here is the body, and as you can see, it's all looking quite nice. And we can see I have this is the original box art, so it's got the grey paint. You can still see I've got polish in all the panel lines, but this has had lots and lots of clear coat, because as we all know, Tamiya decals are very thick. So to try and get that nice shiny side without having any trace at all of any decal film, it's taken a lot of clear. So lots and lots of clear, lots and lots of polishing, but we're getting there in the end. And I've had about 4 or 5 attempts at this now. I keep going through. But anyway, there we go. I don't do shiny stuff. And then we've got the underside done as well with that lovely gold foil replicated on there. So there we are. So if you love the car and you want to do this scheme, you can build it out of the box, absolutely lovely. But there's lots more you can do. And I have got a few bits and pieces of extras and stuff, which I think I've shown in my other videos. And there are some other bits and pieces. But this, today, is all about this delivery I've had here from SpotModel. If you follow my channel, you will remember in my chat, I think it was the September chat, Royal Mail managed to lose this. And basically it was ordered in August, and then on August the 31st it disappeared off the radar. I was tracking it and it just disappeared. Royal Mail have been absolutely 100% utterly useless in helping me. They're on screen, their chat doesn't work. It doesn't even come up with a bot, it just doesn't work. So I've gone through their sort of what to do if this is missing and all that, and it's just all these standardized pre-written replies. So I went through their complaints procedure, and the complaints procedure, once again, it just gives you all the, if your delivery is later than 10 days than expected, contact the sender. Great, thank you. So he's got to speak to Spanish, they've got to speak to Spanish Post because SpotModel are in Spain. Spanish Post then have to speak to Royal Mail, and no doubt Spanish Post have as much difficulty with communication as we do. So absolutely useless. So there's £100 odd worth of stuff in here that's gone completely missing. Royal Mail have lost it, and that's that. So luckily, one of my viewers contacted me and said he has a friend who works for the Royal Mail, and if I give him the tracking number, he will trace it for me. And his friend came back and said, yeah, you have to phone the customer services. So basically it's just gone, just completely disappeared. So there we go. So with the failure of Royal Mail to deliver, I contacted SpotModel even, and they immediately put all the parts that are in here, they put them into my basket and put them on hold. And as one of the items was in there was free redelivery sort of thing. And it just sits there on hold until they can allocate a number to the free redelivery, which I'm assuming is the number they get, which tells them they've had their payment from Spanish Mail or whatever, I don't know. So I cannot recommend SpotModel enough. They have been through this debacle of losing my parcel. They could not have been better. They have been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, I am not sponsored by SpotModel. They don't give me anything for free to review. They don't give me any discount. They don't even know I'm Nigel's Modelling Bench, I don't think. They have been absolutely amazing. And I contacted them a couple of times and I said, still nothing. Contacted Royal Mail, it's absolutely useless. And they were like, yeah, hang fire, give it another couple of days or a few days. Let's just see what's happening. We're having no luck this end either. And then in the end, they said, look, we're just going to send it out anyway and we'll go for it. I'm sure they've got insurance for this kind of thing. But nevertheless, they have been absolutely 100% brilliant. So SpotModel, thank you very much. I will use you for my car bits forevermore. And I just hope that this doesn't happen to you too much, because you know you are so generous and so good at dealing with this that you know, you just don't deserve it. So thank you very, very much. Right. So this envelope came in the post. So I'm just going to show you what I got in this little lot, and it's a lot of stuff which is going to be used on all the kits I have. So what I'll do is I'll show you these different schemes I've got. So this is from SpotModel. This is all about their new range of paints. It's called number 5. And how many paints do we need? I've got a nice SpotModel sticker, so that comes with a nice 037 on there, which is cool. So that can go on my other modelling board. So what have we got here? First of all, we have, this is the, we've all seen this, this is the Vault setup. So this is for this car here. I'll put a picture up of the car now. Absolutely beautiful. The Vault Mustang GT4 from 2017, 2018. So that's the beautiful car. You can get the actual paint colour from Hero Boy, from Zero Paints, and various other, and also what's that other company called? Can't think what they're called now. I can't think what they're called now. They're done by Premium Hobbies, but you can see there's the scheme there. Absolutely gorgeous, lovely looking car, very, very nice indeed. Something that you can't get in any Tamiya kits used to have tyre decals, but because of licensing they no longer do. So I've bought these because I really, really struggled finding Continental tyre decals. So here we have the Continental in the 2 different styles, because some cars have it like this and some cars have it like this. We've also got some Michelin Pirellis, so that's really, really nice. And then in here we've also got, which is a real nice touch, I'll show you on here, you have the numbers attached. So it's got the left front, the valve point, you know, set 2, really, really cool. All the sort of stuff they write on with chalk or paint or whatever on the tyres. So you can see all those little tiny decals in there. So really, really nice, just to bring an extra bit of life to your model. And there's some little stencil decals there as well, and you can see they're here. So, and we've got the little stencil decals in there as well. So real nice how to dress up your model and make the wheels look really good. I've got 3 of these here. And I've already got 2 sets as well, so I've now got 5. But this is the carbon decal set for the GT4, and you can see it's got all the different carbon bits and pieces that you could wish for. Be very, very careful. I've got a feeling whatever car you're building, like, I don't think the British cars are allowed a carbon fibre dash, but I think some of the Americans are. For instance here, this carbon fibre panel, I don't think the British cars had a carbon fibre. I can't remember. But you have to check your references. We have got the carbon panel there for the switches, which is nice. And we've also got all the canards and the front splitter and the rear spoiler and everything. You do get carbon fibre decals for the spoiler in the kit, but they're not really very nice, to be honest. So this is highly recommended to really sort of give that extra little bit of pizzazz to your model. But very, very nice indeed. And it comes with all the instructions on how to fit them and where they go and everything. As I say, be very careful with these, because I don't think you will find different regulations in different countries will be different. For example, I think you'll probably find with most British saloon-based motorsports, the upper dash panel must be the original shape and material. Some will be just the original shape, but a lot of them, they have to represent a dashboard. You can't just have a load of tubular frames in a pod, but some, I believe, have to be the same material. So that's those. And then here we've got the couple of, finally we've got the couple of Roush setups here. Now this one here is gorgeous. This is the Ford Mustang GT4 Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge, and this is the Core Motorsports with Kay Marcelli or Chelly and Stacey driving as well. And this one I got because it's going to be really interesting. This area here is actually chrome. I'll put a picture of the car up here. You can see it's absolutely stunning. That's going to look absolutely stunning. Wow. And it's got the sort of black American flag stencil on the roof, and then we've got this great big star in the side, and then the red and the black, and it's just going to look absolutely amazing. So you can see all there, really, really nice. And these are done by SK Decals. And then here we've got a very similar scheme. This again is Core Motorsports. This is for Jack Roush and Atterbury. Again, we've got the the stars and stripes on the roof. We've got stars on the bonnet there, on the hood, and we also have the stars on the hood on that. But you can see they're very, very similar. And then we've got the red and white stripes on the back rather than the red and black. And then we've got the green stripe on the side. I'm not exactly sure what colour this is. I think this is like a faded green colour here, but it's going to be very, very nice indeed. Again, if I could find it, I'll put a picture up of this car as well. But you can see there's the decals, beautiful as they are. And these have actually got Continental tyre decals in them, which is good, which is a good thing. So if you are building your kit out of the box, it's worth getting these, because a lot of the race cars did have Continental tyres, and I couldn't find any Continental tyres other than these, and these are actually blue stuff. So there we are. That's a very, very quick review. Just one more thing, while we're on the subject of Mustangs, I got this set here as well. I got this from Hero Boy many moons ago, and I need to get some more, but everybody seems to be out of stock of them. This is basically Hobby Design set number, it was for 243, it's set number HT020390, and this is the Mustang GT4 set. And as you can see, you are getting in here a bag of bits and pieces. So we got, there's an oxygen cylinder in there. I'm not sure if it's for the fire extinguisher or if it's for the there's a cylinder for the gear change. We've got a top there for the fire extinguisher. We've got a latch there for the belts, and then we've got an antenna, and then we've got lots and lots of little rivets and bowls and all sorts in there. There's lots and lots of it, tiny, tiny parts. We've got some photo etch here. You can see we've got, let's get this open if I can. You can see in here we have our belts there, which are absolutely gorgeous. You've got the belts around the door and the belts down. I'm not sure if they have belts on the door, but it's certainly got a belt in the middle, in the centre of the car to stop your arms flailing about should the car go into a big multi-roll. We've got lots of photo etched grills there for our main grille and for the sides. Okay, and we've got some tread plate there for the floor by the look of it. Very nice indeed. We've got the blocking panel that goes in behind the grille there, and we have, so we go, that's the back of it, sorry, and we have some brake drills, brake discs there with the slots and everything. So they're very nice. And we've got the flappy paddles there for the gear selector. And then here finally we have a much thicker panel, and this has got our towing hooks. We've got some refueling areas there, probably the brackets to go up to the roll cage into the pillars. We've got the end plates for the spoiler in scale thickness rather than the thick plastic parts. We've got some canards, and then we've got some mountings there for the rear spoiler by the look of it. So all in all, put all this together with all of this, and you're going to end up with the ultimate GT4 Mustang. It's going to look absolutely amazing. And just to give you a quick view of the instructions, here we go. And there we are. You can see you've got all these different bits and pieces here going across the top, and then here you can see the instructions, all different bits and pieces that you're getting in the kit, or in the set should I say. So you can imagine all this along with the I've just noticed there's no seatbelt material in here, is there? I would have thought there would have been seatbelt material in here, unless we're using the photo etch seatbelts. Looks like we probably are. Let's just have a quick look. I'm not sure if it should come with, I can see here we've got a little bag. There's our photo etch buckles and stuff in there, which I missed. So I'm guessing this is your photo, this is your seat belt. So might be nicer to use this actually, because you anneal that and then you can lay it and it'll go where you want it to go, rather than, like, you know, with the fibre belts it's usually quite difficult to get them to stay where you want them. But yeah, I can see there part number 48. So this is photo etched seatbelt material and the net. You can see here you're replacing all the plastic parts for the wing, you're replacing these bits for the spoiler. I mean, here's the plastic, not spoiler, the roll cage. There's the plastic molded on parts. You can see they're quite thick, but in reality those holes would be plunged anyway. So it might be nice to have this, but it might be as nice to have the plastic parts. So who knows? We've got a picture there of the actual switch panel there. And then we've got here, yes, it is a fire extinguisher. So you've got the fire extinguisher there to tell you to cut some parts out, and then making up your mesh here for the catch net inside the car. So very, very nice indeed. A great addition to the kit. The kit on its own is beautiful. As I say, I've got this one being built as we speak, and I'm doing this one out of the box without any extras whatsoever. So it's even going to have the Decal seat belts. So there we go. But I am going to be building the Jim Luntz. If you're into your GT4s, there is a grabber blue GT4 painted plain blue, and I'm actually going to be building the Jim Luntz car. I'll probably use this on that. And the beauty of that car is it is made so he could take his friends out. So it actually has a passenger seat rather than having all the equipment in there for the gear changing and everything. And I've actually got in touch with Jim, and unbelievably Jim is speaking to me and sending me photographs of his actual car, so I can see where Multimatic moved it all around. And then I've taken a mould off the Tamiya seat, so I've got a spare seat which is over here. So I've made a resin seat so I can have the two seats in there. So that's all good to go. So thanks for watching. As I say, that video will be out sometime soon. The model is basically nearly finished, and I will get that out to you sometime soon, and probably as one great big long video, so, or maybe two, we shall see. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. And if you want to see any more in detail, just give me a shout. Bye for now.